Okay, I think we're good. I think we're live. Hi, everyone. I'm Luke. Not sure if this will get streams at all, but welcome. See if anyone comes in, and if so, then I'll probably get on and show my face. And I can probably introduce the idea of these videos. Something that I think end up being quite unique, and I can make this public at the end once we're done recording. Guess, okay. Camera can focus, unfocus. Okay, good. Welcome. I don't think anyone's doing anything like this on the platform. So I guess I'm probably going to be one of the first people doing this, where I'm having a live homework help session. So if anyone has questions, maybe I should get on the board and kind of write things down and see if there's anything that I can possibly help people with. Back a bit. Hi, I'm Luke. I'm not necessarily checking my comments frequently, but I'll talk and then see if anyone's requested anything, and I'm sure I'll get a better system going for this. But hi, I'm Luke. I'm putting together this YouTube live session to help people with anything, right? Homework, just like even explaining certain concepts. I would never bowl it up to be the smartest person, but if there's someone that needs help, that's in need of helping to explain a concept, I can do that. Eventually I'd like to get to a point where people can send suggestions. I can read up on things ahead of time. But I can certainly help with like certain simple things like middle school, high school math, certain things regarding chemistry, physics, science in general, biology. I can give some background on who I am and what I've done in my experience. So I have a PhD in chemical engineering from Penn, but just graduated this year. And yeah, I've been working. So, I'm just using this as free time to help people. So I'm gonna check over now and see if there are any comments. Anyone even looking? Nah, there's no one looking. Oh well, that's fine. I'm not even sure how I look from this aspect, but I'm really just here to help people. So if anyone has any comments or things they'd like me to explain, I can do that. So I'm gonna write down here on the board what I can help people with. I can help people with mathematics. So science, including biology, chemistry, physics. And so these would all correspond to middle school, high school, junior/senior high school level. So these different levels I can help people with. And I guess what I want to do really is do a couple of things. I can help people directly with their homework problems. I can help with explaining concepts. Or even just general academic advice. I'm going to be going live every day. Usually I'll do 5 to 6 p.m. PST, Pacific Standard Time. Um, I guess I can even technically help with geography too. That's something I've done. Um, I can help with some geography. Um, so let me check my camera real quick and see if anyone said anything, or if anyone's even here. No, no problem. Again, I'm not even sure how I look recording this, but obviously, we're just going live, and I'll try to mark the video at certain points if I talk about anything, so you don't have to watch the whole thing. Um, so I'd imagine a lot of people watching this probably just want to get on YouTube, have fun, like they're relaxing from a day off at school. But, I thought about what if, this platform could be used to help people get their work done, and then they can, spend time doing fun things on the platform. So, um, so that's kind of what I wanted to talk about as far as like what this platform is. So I'm going to be going live every day from 5 to 6 Pacific Standard Time, or it's going to be 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right? So Pacific, LA, Eastern Standard, New York, the East Coast in general. I'm going to leave some contact information here, and I'll also put it in the description of this video once I make it go public. So you can reach out to me on a couple of different platforms. I would say the easiest way is probably through email. So email me at lrjohnson494@gmail.com. And it can be about anything. It can be, you can send me a screenshot of a problem. You can make a request, and I'll try to explain it live. And really just anything, even just like general advice. I'm more than willing to look at any responses on this end and act accordingly. As far as math goes, I can talk about anything: calculus, differential equations. I can explain things on geometry, algebra, trigonometry. I've taken all those subjects, so I can help people with those topics. I don't have any source materials on me, but I can always look that stuff up if I'm explaining a concept in advance. Or really, I can even set up live lecture, cram school type days, and kind of set up certain agendas for live streams once certain people are asking for it. Yeah, first stream. So I'm gonna look again to see if anyone's even here. I don't have a really good system for this yet, but we're hitting like about 9 minutes. I'll probably stay on for about 20 minutes while I try to see if anyone's coming on, and I'll try to check the notifications. So yeah, I'll probably change this email to a different one. This is the email you can use for now to reach out to me with any concerns or questions. I don't think that I'm going to be the greatest person at explaining any topic, right? Obviously, teachers exist. They're there to specifically help you with these things. But I thought it'd be good to just have, I don't know, someone help explain things to people, and it'll help me as well. So I'll also write down my credentials, talk a little bit about it. I have a PhD in chemical engineering. I have an MSc in chemical engineering. And I have a bachelor's of engineering in chemical engineering. Uh, 16, 18, 21. I went to Penn for my master's and PhD degrees. I went to Youngstown State for my bachelor's degree. I'm originally from the Bahamas, um, and I now live here on the West Coast. And I came up with the idea to just kind of open up myself publicly to all those in the YouTube sphere. Right, this video may not get many views, but maybe eventually it will. I also have a little goal bar here. Goal is 100 subscribers. So it'd really it'd really be appreciative on my own end if people could subscribe. Let me know if they're liking this type of content. I'm gonna do this regardless because I'm certain there's going to be at least one or two souls that may come across this on their live and may need help with homework. So I'm gonna keep doing this and keep making myself available. And also, I had to. I know I had a YouTube short out that said, "Oh, I'm gonna start this like on Friday. But I can start Friday because I had to go to the clearances to enable live streams." If you don't know, YouTube has a block in place, right? So by default, or once you start a profile or an account on YouTube, you're not allowed to set up live streaming. Not until you go through the 24-hour waiting period, and then they grant you access to do it, right? And even on mobile, you don't have the full service until you reach 1,000 subscribers. So really, truthfully, my initial goal here is 100, right? Just to see people are interested in it, right? I mean, the subscriber count's is not gonna influence me at all. I just want to get people. I just want to make people aware of this service and that it exists. Because I know that we're not all content creators, right? We all can't be content creators. What we can be are people that are career driven, right? I'm certain there are a lot of people there that are in middle school and high school watching this. So this is just a way for someone to help you, right? I know it can be really hard getting access to like someone just even bouncing back, ideas. Like someone to use me as a bouncing board for those sorts of things. So let's see if there's anyone even. No, that's okay. So we're at 13 minutes now. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I need to talk about. Let me check my notes. Okay, so I kind of went through my credentials, and now let me actually write down the subjects that I can actually teach on. And I'll kind of run through things that I've done in my, like on my end as well. So I mentioned the math, chemistry, biology, physics, geography, and I can even talk about chemical engineering, and I can do some computing stuff as well. Python. Yes, I totally didn't mention this. So my PhD research required me to use Python. So I'm decent enough at it to help people if they have if they have an idea for something that they want the script up in Python. We can work on it together. I'm working from a whiteboard now, but I plan on eventually transitioning to an iPad. So what I'll do is I'll screen share a recording from webcam of my face, and then we will screencast from QuickTime iPad, and we'll use GoodNotes to kind of write things down, and we can even transition to using some of the terminal-based software for scripting up stuff in Python, right? You can even use a terminal, right? So I'll use Jupyter Notebook. So there's many online stuff to do that. There's Google Colab. Certain Jupyter Lab has some stuff for accessing, like, basic version of Python 2, Python 3 online. So Python's one for sure that I can help people with. Just computing in general. And then energy. So let me just check real quick to see if anyone's here. No? Okay. I'm probably not gonna spend much more time just because I didn't intend to make this video very long. I just wanted this to be an introduction, and then people can come back to this and reference it whenever they need to. Refer back to some of the things that I've mentioned I was going to do. I'm going to type up some of this stuff as well in the description. So math, as I mentioned, geometry, algebra, trig, calc, differential equations. I can pretty much do all these things, and it can even be just basic math, right? So all the way up to basic arithmetic. I promise the handwriting's gonna be better. I'm just trying to get all the information out. Let's talk about physics. Physics, motion, equilibrium, electric circuits, actually I'll put this one in the other one. Just electromagnetism, forces, obviously, gravity, things of just like, basic concepts that people would teach in high school and then extending those onto college. And I think I can do calculus and and algebra based. Okay, biology. I'm not like a biology person by any means, but certain things I can do, right? Just, I don't know, like, so ecology, plants, animals, human body, evolution, classifications, I guess, in general. So classifications of living beings. Cells, so on and so forth, right? How much I can put here. Chemistry, and again, I mainly want to do these things at a high school level, right? Maybe the computing thing can be a little more advanced, so as well as the chemical engineering stuff, but all this other stuff we can keep at a, like the basic level, right? This is obviously for students that are, high school, middle school, right? They're just looking for extra help. Chemistry. Well, many things there, right? So, atoms, elements, periodic table, chemical properties, structure of matter. What else can we talk about here? Obviously, acidity, basicity, talk about electrochemistry, basic thermodynamics. Some basic organic chemistry, nothing major. Basic, very basic. What else am I missing out on here? Chemical equilibrium, that's important. Chemical equilibrium. Molecular structure. I'm thinking. Molecular structure. Of course, properties of gases. Just things like that, right? These are, I'm listing off a lot of things that you would learn in a college chemistry course, but kind of like, obviously we can teach those things down at a more basic level for the needs of anyone that needs this. Let's see what's going on with the count here. I assume there's no one here, so. Okay, let's keep going. So, energy, right? Here it'll be energy policy, alternative sources of energy. So, solar, wind, nuclear. I'm not sure how well people can see from this end. Nuclear, hydro, tidal, wave, and then obviously, we can learn about things like power density, separate that. So main sources of energy, or things that are non-renewable sources of energy. Of course, we didn't even cover another thing here, catalysis. Okay, no, so what are non-renewable sources? The shale gases, petroleum, things like that. I guess biomass, depending on who you ask. Geopolitical issues with regard to energy. The computing thing, I'm just gonna list basic stuff. List, strings, arithmetic. This is all gonna be Python. Dictionaries, functions, we can even do some matrix operations. List, strings, represent dictionary, functions, matrix, plotting, that's extremely important in scientific computing. I can show you guys some packages for certain programs that can be used. Loops, extremely important. loops. Uh, and another one, just thought about booleans, boolean ops, and then of course conditionals. Conditionals. Okay, so that's the computing thing. Let's come to this in geography. Time. Geographical regions. Latitude, longitude. So what else is on this? So this is along the lines of physical geography, right? So rocks, volcanoes, the tectonic plates. Of course, this would include, bodies of water. And this is all, this is inclusive of rivers, lakes, oceans, seas. So it's been a while since I've looked at my geography notes, so I can certainly help with that. Countries, obviously important, right? We should all know more about know more about the countries around the world. Weather zones. I guess climate zones is more appropriate, right? Weather is changing. Climate zones, but so is climate, right? Let's talk about climate change. We talk about tourism. Etc. Sorry, no, I haven't been checking my live. Let's see if there's anyone here. No. That's okay. Finally, we have chemical engineering. I'm going to wrap it up after we finish the topics of chemical engineering. So, and again, eventually the goal is to move this to iPad. So I'm using the board in my apartment for now, but eventually we'll move to iPad. And I'm just, so for anyone that doesn't know, I'm just listing off topics that I'm going to be covering in my tutoring, not in my tutoring, my homework help sessions. So, treat this as YouTube office hours. I don't think YouTube has anything like this, right? But, this doesn't just have to be me. Eventually, I'd like to open it up to more people that are interested in tutoring these topics. So, chemical engineering, thermodynamics, fluid, heat transfer, chemical process design, and dynamics, mass, heat transfer, this should be changed to fluid dynamics. Catalysis, unit operations, important. Unit operations, separations, etc. Okay, so I'm gonna come back behind my camera, and so these are the topics that I'm gonna be covering in my tutoring, and I'm gonna bring it back a little bit so you can see everything. So math, chemistry, biology, physics, geography, chemical engineering, computing, which will be in Python, and energy, right? And I have the means to screencast and help people with all these things. Again, apologies for this light that's blurring. I can maybe turn it off to see if it'll show better. It shows a little better, right? So you can see the biology, physics topics a little better. I'm gonna turn it back on since it's dark and on the West Coast right now. So yeah, this is all I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna neatly condense this and put it in the description, so you don't have to look at it necessarily, and we can go from there. So I'm gonna erase this all, and I think it's probably a good point to end the stream. Just give me a second. Okay, so thanks everyone for joining. I think we're gonna end it here for today. Tomorrow's session will be a lot longer, so Sunday. Hopefully there's some people that join the stream. So 5 p.m. PST. All right, I hope I was able to introduce some of the topics that I plan on covering with you guys. Feel free to email me. I'm going to leave it in the description for how you can contact me. Let's link tomorrow at 5 p.m. PST. This is 8 p.m. This is 8 p.m. EST. And I'll just leave the session open. And if anyone wants to ping me, ask questions, and there doesn't have to be anything that has to be tackled directly then, but like you can bring up things that you would like for me to cover. I can explain it and maybe even put together a lecture for you. So if you're intrigued, let me know, and I look forward to talking to you all again. So see you soon.